Hey guys, Prangell Gaming here, and today I'm going to be giving you a Millwall analysis video. Now today's Millwall analysis video is Millwall versus Rochdale, a game that honestly shocked a lot of footballing fans. No one expected there to be that much drama, but to be honest, even though I'm a Millwall fan, it's kind of interesting to see how the game went and how the twists and the towels went on. But anyway, I'm going to get into what actually happened in this match. And obviously, to start off with, where's better to start with? Obviously, the Rochdale goal. They got that in the 9th minute, and that shocked literally all the home supporters. That wasn't obviously going to the script that we wanted to have after losing to Southend last week. But to be honest, it was a pretty nice goal. The Millwall defence was clearly asleep, but Callum Camps got onto the end of a cross that was put across the ground by Joe Thompson, and he put it into the back of the net. And to be honest, it was a very tidy finish and a very, very deserved goal for the way that move actually went in. And that was Camps' second goal of the league campaign. So that was pretty interesting to see how he put that into the back of the net. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly show you him putting it in the back of the net so you guys can see it at least. And it didn't take long for Millwall to respond, literally a matter of 2 minutes. And Morrison played the ball over the top for Gregory, who run into the box with the ball. And then he had a shot. That shot was going wide until Aiden O'Brien managed to get onto the end of it and put it into the back of the net. And I've got to be honest, that is his 4th league goal of the season. And, well, they're not going to come as easy as that for him. But he is an important player, even though he may not be playing fantastic at all points. And he definitely showed that there was going to be a lot of drama in the game. Then Millwall took the lead after a penalty was awarded for Aiden O'Brien going down after a challenge from Niall Cavan. That meant that Gregory, the go-to man for Millwall last season, stepped up to take the penalty, and he slotted it in the right side of the goal, wrong-footing the Rochdale goalkeeper in Josh Lillis, and that obviously, as I said, gave us the lead, and that showed that we were seriously up for the occasion and we wanted to win this game. Well, I'm going to be honest, that was at least at that point. Now into the second half, and literally Millwall was showing intent because they started the half as they ended the first half, and it was pretty much the same story, that we just couldn't finish the ball and put it in their back of the net. The same frustrations as we seem to be saying every single week. But then this actual chance came through Williams playing the ball over the top for David Worrell to run onto the ball, and he did perfectly. Then crossed it into Gregory, who knocked it down on his chest. He then played it to Morrison, who had his shot blocked. That blocked shot then fell to Ben Thompson, who dribbled a little bit, continued going, and then was knocked down just on the edge of the box by Niall Cavan. And the referee decided to play the advantage. It would have been a great position for a free kick, but then that advantage was squandered by David Worrell having a shot and it being saved by Josh Lillis. Very, very frustrating there. Would have been better probably to have the free kick rather than the advantage. And then Stephen Davis almost got the equaliser for Rochdale with an acrobatic overhead kick attempt. It was very audacious, but why not go for it? And it was after Joe Bunny put the ball in from the corner. After a couple of ricochets in the defence, really, Millwall can't defend corners, and that's quite evident. The ball then dropped, and he was on the ground. He decided to try and get up, do an overhead kick, and it was a great acrobatic save from Archer that really stopped that from going into the back of the net. Very unlucky by him. Fantastic attempt nevertheless. And Rochdale were, to be honest, knocking on the door. They were definitely showing their intent at this point. I'd say they were the stronger side throughout most of the game. We did have some good spells, Millwall, but Rochdale, for a side that were pretty low in the league, they definitely played some good football. And that actually led to them getting the equaliser. It was from a free kick that was put in from Joe Bunny, and it went perfectly pinpoint onto the head of their strong physical striker in Calvin Andrew, who headed that ball into the back of the net. That was a crucial goal, and that would have been a fantastic point had that been all they took. And that meant clearly that it was game on. But the referee decided in the dying embers of the game to give a penalty to Rochdale. I'm not even complaining about it, to be honest. I said in my vlog that it was Jimmy Abdu that made the foul, but it wasn't. It was the plan that I expected it to be honest. The liability, Sid Nelson. He knocked Stephen Davis over in the box. And obviously, you can't complain too much. It definitely was a penalty. And that meant that the Rochdale captain, Ian Henderson, stepped up to take the penalty. And he put it into the right side of the goal. Obviously, Archer stayed in the centre. And that made sure that Rochdale, instead of getting that 1 point, no, they went home and took all three. A fantastic result by Rochdale. And I've got to say, that could improve their season really well. I believe they beat Fleetwood the week before this one, so they are doing pretty well in the league at the moment. Now, I'm going to go on to the key players, and well, it's pretty hard to pick one out for Millwall, but I'm going to go with Jordan Archer. Without Archer in the net, Millwall really would have conceded so many more goals. I honestly could have seen Rochdale scoring 6. It was a horror show for Millwall. We really need to start playing our football, and I only just read up today that it was our first loss at home in 8 months. What a way to lose a game, let's be honest. Frustrating. But true credit to Rochdale, and their key player would have been Calvin Andrew. He's a strong physical striker, and he did make his presence known to the defence. He was very good at what he does. He rolled the fans up. Obviously, Millwall fans weren't very happy with him being an ex-Millwall player and all, and creating some issues. But fair play to him. He scored his first goal of the season, and it was a very good header. So anyway, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this analysis video. I try my very best to keep it as unbiased as possible, so either side of fans can watch it and comment what they believe in. But Millwall's next game is on Tuesday against Port Vale away from home. Hopefully we can get something out of the game, but I really don't know. I really couldn't say anything at the moment of how Millwall are going to combat some of this current issue at the club, where we're just not picking up the 3 points that we need. I believe that's 4 games now that we've gone without a win. But anyway, guys, like, comment, subscribe, and of course, don't forget to check out the vlog for this analysis video. I'll leave a link in the description, and obviously I will see you guys in that next analysis video, which is Port Vale versus Millwall. Goodbye.